Hi, welcome back to James DIY Garage. I'm James and this is the back end of my Maserati Ghibli SQ4, and the car is sitting like this with the trunk open because this morning this is the first time the car has given me a problem. So we wake up this morning and I come downstairs and start the car and it wouldn't start. There was power to the system, radio was on, the seats would move back and forth, but there's nothing going to the starter. The engine wouldn't crank at all. So I suspected the battery right away. And I do know that that was the original battery that came with the car. It's never been replaced. So it's about time. So I apologize, we were pressed for time. I did not get to videotape the removal process, but I will video the installation process for you. This is the battery that I got for the car. It's a Group 49 H8. This is what Batteries Plus said what Maserati Ghibli called for. The battery came with the fittings for the vapor ventilation system. Basically it's the hose. This fits on that side of the battery and goes outside of the car. Okay, before installing the battery, you're going to need to install the fitting here. Otherwise you're not going to be able to get to it. So this goes right in the hole like that. Then there's a little plug. There's a hole on the other side of the battery. You just plug that one off. This is the negative terminal, by the way. This is the positive terminal. This fitting goes on the negative side. The plug will go on the positive side. So first thing we need to do is we need to get the battery inside there. And if you'll look, here there's a catch right there that the bottom lip of the battery goes into, and then that plate holds the other end down on the lip. So I'm not going to be able to video the putting the battery in here because it's going to take some muscle. So I'll do that off camera and then we'll be right back. Okay, I didn't video the physical installation of the battery. I didn't want you to watch me struggle with it. So I just had my son hold this stuff back. Then once I got in, I hooked up the vent line and cinched down the strap. And now it's time to put this clamp in. I'm just gonna drop this down in there. Okay, I just dropped the metal clamp down in there. Use my little electrical tape trick on this. Make this a tighter fit because it is a tight fit down there. I'm not going to be able to get my hand down there to thread this in. So I'm just going to do it like this. Got it. Then I'm going to tighten it down. And it should move the battery into place. Clamp in there. Battery's not going anywhere. Strap's tight. Tucked in. Was before. Now it's time to start putting the electrical connections back on. These two holes here are what actually hold this down. Those two holes plus the clamp here for the positive battery terminal. But this red clip fits into those two holes, and they're like expansion. They expand against the holes in the battery. Snaps into place like that. 2 screws. 6 screws in there. Tighten it down. There. That's in there. Now we can tighten this up. Let's say 10 millimeter. That. Now we can start putting this stuff on. Untangle this. Tangle up. Okay. Go there. This goes here. This goes here, and this goes here. Okay, got just goes 2 nuts for this. This nut has a flange on it to go on this side. These are self-locking screws, stuff like that. Little rubber locking stuff in there. So make sure you put it on right. So these are 13 millimeter. These two. Bang. Bang. Okay. And then this one is 10 millimeter. That's tight. There. Got all the positive connections on. This wire here is for my battery tender. The ground is back there. Now we got to tighten this up. That's a 10 millimeter. I'm going to use an extension on that. Sorry. Make sure this is. I'm gonna go get a hammer and tap that down. Just to tap it down. That's good. And tighten it up. Make sure this one's tight too. Yep, that's tight, because those are important. Okay. That all looks good. If I can remember how this goes on. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, now got everything on here. All I need to do is plug this in and test it. So let's plug this in. Well, the trunk light came on. Okay. So let's go start it up, see if it'll start. Okay, when you do this, your parking brake is going to need to be reset, so you're going to have to step on the brake and pull the parking brake lever up and down and turn it on and off a few times just to get it to reset itself so the system knows whether it's on or off. As well, I see the maintenance light on, maintenance required, probably because the battery has been disconnected for a certain period of time. So I've got my reset tool. I'll go ahead and reset, call that. And I think we're done. Okay, the battery's in, car starts good, everything checked good. When I initially started the car, the parking brake error light came on. You just have to cycle the parking brake on and off, so that the system can relearn what mode it's in. I also got a system maintenance required warning on the instrument cluster, but that went away on its own. I thought I was going to have to do a maintenance light reset on that, but I went upstairs and got my little OBD Star 2 Pro device to reset the maintenance light. Came down here, plugged it in, started the car up, light was gone. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I was going to do a video on it, but I guess not, because the light's not there anymore. So it found out by itself that maintenance wasn't required. And I was going to say, just in time, because I just did my oil change and the 70,000 mile service on the car. So I can reset the service light. Perfect. But then again, I don't wait for the 12,500 mile interval. I always do my oil changes early. So with that, thank you very much for watching this video. Please click subscribe, click the bell so you'll be notified when my next video is coming out. You never know when one's going to come out. And please click the like button. And with that, as always, until my next video. And if you own a Maserati, be sure to get your thrills every day.